Sunday. Welcome to the City of Healing, where the city resides within. This is your sister, Senator Angela. Before I get started, let me go ahead and share what I'm wearing today, just briefly, because I'm just so excited about this top. And let me introduce my oregano plant one of my coworkers gave to me. And I'm basically letting it dry out, and it smells just like oregano. Well, the smell starts to leave as it dries out, but when you boil it or you wet it, you really start to smell the oregano, but that's actually an oregano plant. And let's start with this beautiful top. This top is from Amazon. It's by The Drop, and her name is Blake, signed by Blake. And she has some very beautiful pieces, definitely my style. She has a clothing line on Amazon. It's just gorgeous. I just happened to not bump into her on Amazon, looking through it, but this is one of her lines. I'm really crushing on those pants. It's like electric blue or cobalt blue trousers that I'm thinking about getting and wearing it with this beautiful white top that she has also, but not in this picture. But anyway, this top is basically a tube top, and it has this tie in it. You can do so many things with it. I decided to leave it loose today. I got it in a size small. I was considering this in the back to get an extra small because I'm kind of small in this area, but I think I'll just go. I got this way back in the fall, maybe like November or something like that, and I'm just wearing it. But I believe it's going to be on rotation this summer for me, because you can do so many things with it. Different ways you can tie it. So just a lot of things. This necklace is from Amazon as well. It's handcrafted. I forget. I got it so long ago. There was a name to it, and it was handmade, and it's handmade because I got it for a gift for someone, and it's not made exactly the same. But I love this. Love to wear it. Every time every single time I do wear it, people ask me, where are you from? It's like right here in Durham, North Carolina. Even though I'm not from Durham, North Carolina, but anyway, and these earrings I love these earrings. My favorite pair of earrings, really. I got these from Ngozi. It's an African shop downtown Durham. Ngozi's not there anymore, so this maybe been like 5 years ago that I got these. They are just gorgeous, different shades of red and oranges and wood. These jeans, I don't remember. I probably got them from Nordstrom's. It's been a while. And my favorite flip-flops that I'm going to be wearing a lot this summer too, because I don't feel like, and I've had these for a while, and I don't usually wear them, but I think I'm having a rotation a lot this summer to get some wear out of them. And that's basically the outfit of the day. I am wearing a perfume, but it's basically oil Egyptian musk. So it's very Arabic smelling, very soft, very sweet, incense type of smell. And that's basically the outfit of the day. What I wanted to basically come forth and talk about now is a little bit about the vitamin K2. I talked about it before, and years ago actually, and people looked at me kind of weird. And I knew about it a long time ago because I studied nutrition. I graduated from intuitive nutrition. I studied with David Wolf for a while, different nutrition programs, so I knew a lot about nutrients and vitamins. And we talked about a long time ago about vitamin K, K2. And people, when I started to talk about it, to my friends and on my channel as well, people was like, what is she talking about? They had no clue. I was like, you got to take it with D3 because it helps absorb the D3 so it doesn't get into your arteries, your veins, your different organs, and calcify it. It's like, okay, yeah, she's on something else. But anyway, um, basically, we didn't know a lot about it, but of course the Japanese did because they consumed a lot of what we call natto, which is a fermented soy, and it's not the type of bacteria or friendly bacteria that you find in yogurt and kefir and things like that. It's a different, I don't remember the name of it, but it's salicitous. Um, but I'm not even going to attempt to. I should have looked it up. But it's a different, total different type of friendly bacteria that helps us absorb calcium better. So it's drawn into where it needs to be, your bones, your teeth, and not your skin, your kidneys, your arteries, your heart, etc., etc., etc. So it's a very important mineral or vitamin, and you can get it. I prefer to get it out of foods, um, but of course, at one point, since I was taking a lot of D3 at one point, because initially years ago I was really really sick, and I asked the doctor back then to take my my D vitamin D blood level, but they's like, no, that's not necessary. But really, it's not necessary to take that. It's really not significant. And I kept going back and forth to the doctor. This was a while back, and finally they agreed to take it, and it was an 8. And let me tell you, they still really didn't think it was significant. She put me on this high dose, and it took me almost 2 years to really get it up and to start feeling better. They thought something was wrong with my thyroid. They thought I was depressed. I didn't feel depressed. I didn't feel anxious. I didn't feel like my body just was taking over. And me, I felt a different way. I felt well, but my body didn't. It just had a mind of its own, really. And that's because, and plus during that time, I probably was going through menopause, and a lot of things were going on. And so I was taking these high doses of D3 or D2, it probably was at that time. And it took forever for it to come up. Probably about a year. It came up into the 20s and then the 30s. And when I last took my D3 level, which was over a year ago, yeah, it was over a year ago, it was like in the 60s. And of course now I'm feeling much better. And I think I contributed that to because I knew to add vitamin K to it. And I tried different kinds, and some kinds made me kind of anxious feeling, and made me have palpitations. So I stopped taking it, and so I started taking another K2, and that was from Gyro, and 90 micrograms, and it did not give me palpitations or anything like that. And of course, consult with your doctor before taking any vitamin or nutrient, because everybody is different. But that is the only one that I did not, and that's MK7, and it stays in your blood longer. And now I don't really take that every day, maybe 2 or 3 times a week, because I eat nutrient dense foods. I like eggs, and especially the egg yolk has the most K2 in it. Why am I saying K? Vitamin K in it. And also, I like to take fermented foods like kimchi and sauerkraut. And I believe it or not, I like chicken livers. At one point, I was a vegetarian, vegan, no, never vegan actually, but I didn't really eat eggs. But some of the foods that I ate had the dairy in it. So now I like to eat eggs. I love scrambled eggs with a little bit of grass-fed organic butter in it. And I could really eat that, every day, but I don't. Maybe now, well, this week I did it like 3-4 times this week. But eggs are the most nutrient dense food. It has almost all of your minerals, your vitamins, your protein, your collagen in it. And so I think it's very important to make sure that we get the raw milks, the raw butters. And I think Weston Price has an excellent book. I had that book. I couldn't bring it up. But that book is so, even though it's well dated, it's really, really old. But it's a really good book that you can even get on Amazon now. It's like $27, $28. Very much so worth putting in your library. If I can't find it, I'm gonna get it again because I just looked it up and it was like $27, $28, so not expensive at all. I also got it on Audible. Also, another good book that talks about K2 or the foods that you should be eating is called um, I just listened to it again this week. Hold on, let me get it for you. Sorry about that. We're on hold for a few minutes. Looking at this book. Miraculous Results, Extremely High Dose of D3. That's not the book. But the book I am talking about is the potassium. No, it's K, uh, the K2 um, paradox, the calcium paradox, something like that. Sorry, I can't remember the name of it. But anyway, that's on Audible. It's a very good listen to. It's about 7, 8 hours, but it talks about um, what K2 is, the foods we should take, how it's absorbed. Talks about the different ways that we can consume. You really can't actually do a blood level test, I don't believe, or to say what your K level is, but you can make sure that you including in your diet some fermented foods that'll help make sure that you're absorbing the calcium and the D3 into your bones and not into, where it's not supposed to be. Just not recently, but fairly enough recently, I had a feeling in one of my molars that came out, and since I like chewing on hard foods, it chipped, and for a long time, over probably a year, it didn't bother me at all because I made sure I did really good mouth hygiene, making sure nothing's caught in there. But one day, finally it did, and I had the worst pain. And I think I have a pretty good pain tolerance, but I couldn't tolerate it. I knew something was wrong, so I went to the doctor. I know I should have been going to the dentist, but it was like after work and going to the weekend. And she looked, and I told her my story, and she was like, wow, I'm surprised that it lasted this long. She said, yeah, it cracked all the way down to your gum level. And she gave me some antibiotics and some naproxen. Sweating, it's hot out here, getting a tan. And I took that for a few days. I had clindamycin, 300 milligrams 3 times a day. I took that, and the pain got worse. And so I was like, oh my goodness. So I started praying over myself and thinking positive affirmations and all this metaphysical stuff. And, I did the peroxide, the coconut oil, and just one day, I think it was Saturday, I was going somewhere with my sister, and the pain just stopped. I was like, oh my goodness, And so I looked in there, and all the brown stuff that was there that when your teeth was starting to not be good had gone away. I was like, did I just do that? Did a miracle just happen? Yeah, it did. But I made sure, you want to consume those foods that has the collagen, the protein. You want to consume, even though lemon is good, that's kind of tough on your teeth as well. So you want to get, I like taking Active C bioflavonoid, and that's actually like a absorbable vitamin C. And of course, you can consume, some lemon. I like doing lemon, but like I said before, I don't do lemon every day, even though I consume it with a straw. I'm not going to do lemon every day because that can still, even though you're using a straw, get, to your teeth. And consuming those foods and fermented foods is very important in making sure that you absorbing your calcium and your D3 and just basically strengthening your teeth. Coconut oil is excellent for that, even though I don't do it every day unless I have a problem. Peroxide, baking soda, sea salt, um, making sure that you are, I don't do a lot of flossing because if you have an infection, you're just spreading that infection if you're possibly gonna floss and you're gonna not crack your gum, but you're gonna, um, you know, get a little tear in your gum and the infection can spread, of course, and it's not gonna really improve anything. So I don't do a lot of flossing, but I definitely do a lot of rinsing, especially after meals. You want to make sure that you're making your pH in your mouth balanced, especially when you're doing the coconut oil. As I mentioned, it's good to do coconut oil, but make sure that you rinse with sea salt afterwards to bring the balance back into your mouth, because I was doing that one time. I was wondering why I kept getting like thrush afterwards. And that's because the pH in my mouth was off. It was too acidic or alkaline. But anyway, to balance it out, the sea salt helped with that. So I just wanted to come forth and bring to light the importance of making sure that we eat the foods that are high in K. Not K1. We know that our leafy vegetables have that, and it's, helps with blood clotting. But K2 that help us absorb calcium where it's supposed to be, your teeth, your bones. And if I hadn't been doing that, I was told a long time ago that I should have all of my teeth extracted, because by the time I was a certain age, all my teeth will fall out. And thank goodness I don't have any loose teeth. And every time when I do go to a dentist, they want to give me braces. I remember one time she said, "Your teeth are really nice, and I can help you improve your smile by, giving you on a program and a discount and give you braces." And I was like, my smile's not perfect. My smile's not great. I was like, I don't have any desire to change my smile. I'm pretty satisfied with it. I don't want to smile. I just want healthy teeth. I want my gums strong. I want my teeth strong. I like eating and crunching on my food. I don't want to change my teeth. I'm okay with them. Now, if I can get someone to help me get rid of these eye bags, possibly. But anyway, that's it for now. Thanks for visiting the city. Consume those foods high in K, or get on and ask your doctor about a K2 supplement. Anyway, thanks for visiting the city. Until next time, have a beautiful Sunday. Take care.